Okay, so I wanted to talk about my gang stalking experience and how it started or whatever. So first off, you know my gang stalking started when I was like, I don't know if it was like 20. Was it 20 years old? Yeah, I think it started around 20 years old. At the time I was living with my grandmother, and a lot of stuff happened to me. But yeah, so when I was 20 years old, that's when my gang stalking started. But it's crazy because a whole fucking state, like where you living in, a whole fucking state is like gang stalking you. Like, I used to get, cause like I used to smoke weed, and I think like after like I quit smoking weed, like my gang stalking, I realized, like at first I didn't know, but I realized I was getting gang stalked, my fault. So you know, maybe it's something I did, like I don't know what it is, but I guess it's something I did, or like somebody I dated, or something I said to cause the gang stalking. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I've been getting gang stalked since I think 2019. But I was already getting harassed or whatever. Like I used to get harassed, but it wasn't like as bad as it is now. It's like it was getting to the point where, when I was getting gang stalked or whatever, they would play certain music that would trigger me, and it's like my people, you know, I don't really talk to them anymore, but um, I think it started at home because like my mom, like she used to like do this like coughing or whatever, and like it used to piss me off because like why is you coughing like that? You know what I'm saying? So it started like at home, and that's what happened. So yeah. But yeah, so it started like on the bus. Like I thought I had the evil eye, and people used to look outside out the window or whatever and acting like they looking at something, but they really was like putting an evil eye on me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So at first I was like a witch or whatever, and I don't know, cause really like now it's like I'm getting gang stalked, but it's not as bad as it used to be. But usually like it's more so like spirits. Like I don't know if like I'm haunted or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because sometimes I talk to myself. I don't know what it is, but I noticed that I get harassed by like these entities, and these entities like they feed off of they feed off of my energy, like they feed off of like negativity. Like if I'm feeling some type of way, like these spirits are they gon' talk to me, and like they could feel everything, they can hear my thoughts and every fucking thing. Like I have some of the craziest thoughts, bro, and I don't like, honestly, like I know it's not me because that's not how I act and that's not how I roll. But yeah, I have these weird ass thoughts or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and images, so. And also, I have urges, but I try to work on myself, because it's almost as if like I'm like promiscuous, like with my like the urges I have, but it's like, bro, I'm not promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like these demons, like the demons. Like, say if you like watch match, if you use your rose toy to masturbate or something, those demons, like they feed off of that, like they feed off of negativity, they feed off of like sin, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you masturbate, you know you open up a door for demons to fuck with you. So um it's not good to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on myself, You know what I'm saying? But usually, right now, it's more so because I'm always at home. But I notice, like, whenever I get on the bus, these demons, like, they already be talking to me. But, like, I hear voices, and um I get harassed by people on the bus. You know what I'm saying? But I was watching videos of this guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but that's how I ended up. Cause I was like, what is going on? Cause it was one day I discovered gang stalking when I had got out of the mental hospital. Cause I didn't know what it was at first, but when I finally discovered it, I've been watching these videos ever since. You know what I'm saying? About other people that's getting gang stalked, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably because I had said something or did something, and now like the whole community hates me, right? So they would do a lot of things. Like, I would be in apartments or whatever, living by myself, and it would be like what they call it, like street theater. They'll be banging on walls, moving furniture, like doing all kind of shit to like harass me. Like even the birds would be making noises. Like, the birds will have like this tone in they voice to make me, like realize what they doing. It's early in the morning though. But yeah, so it started at home, and it started like after I had got out of the relationship. Well, when I had started dating this guy, and yeah, it started when I had dated this guy, and then ever since then, I have been getting gang stalked. Because when I was talking to the dude I was talking to at first, the first guy that well, I ain't gonna say he's not the first dude I was in a relationship with. He was like, I would say the third guy that I was in a serious relationship with. After him, when I had met this other guy, that's when my gang stalking started. Like, it was already happening, but it was like getting bad. You know what I'm saying? So, and whenever I had got out of the mental hospital, after I had stopped smoking weed and stuff like that, because I didn't even notice. But I didn't notice that these people hated me so much. But they did. They would do things, and it was getting to the point where like I couldn't find a job. Like, I was looking for jobs, nobody wanted to hire me and stuff. Like, it's getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I notice whenever I do things, like if I sin and I do some shit, like they'll be like, they'll gang stalk me like even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have to watch what I do, because the state I'm living in, I don't know if they hate black women or if they just misogynist towards women in general. But I notice um they cater more to women. They cater more to men than they do women out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, first of all, I'm queer. You know what I'm saying? I'm queer. I accept the fact that I'm queer, and that's just what it is. But I'm more so like asexual, but I'm queer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if like, cause this state I'm living in, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's just like everybody is like in your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be somewhere, I been getting controlled by this demon, right? And he just controls me. Like, he just, first of all, he play himself as if he's God, but he does little things to my body, and I'm not gonna get into it, but it's just like he harasses me. So it's like, my body does weird shit, but I don't know how to explain it or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like, I believe I'm getting gang stalked bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's more so like demons, like spirits, whatever. They harass me, like, and they say that it's schizophrenia, but it's really not. Like, it's like you hear voices. You hear voices. But what was I gonna say? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I'm getting gang stalked, And all this shit started around 2019. Like at the end of the year, like it started in 2019. Like, and then in 2020, that's when it, like after COVID, like that's when it started like getting bad. Cause I would notice like the TV would like say subliminal messages. Like it would be like subliminal messages or whatever. And I'll be walking in a room and then it'll be like the TV will be like I'm just saying in a scenario where this didn't happen, but I was just saying like it would be like see I told you, like that kind of shit. Like it'll be like see I told you, and it'll be like, oh, I know what you did, or it would be like some shit like that. And it's like, they do these subliminal messages, like, to try to say like, okay, like we're watching you, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's like they always watching me. Like I be at home and like I notice like the news. I be feeling like, am I tripping, or is it like the news, like when I'm in a living room or something and I'm watching TV, the TV is like talking to me, you know that's another form. And it's like, if you think something, like the TV will be like, it will repeat whatever you said or thought, like in like broadcast it so everybody else can hear it. It's like, that is invasion of privacy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you broadcast people's business and you put it out there, that is invasion of privacy. It's a word, I think it's called clairvoyance or something like that, but it's like they will repeat something that you did or you said or thought in your brain, like your mind or whatever, to make you, scared or whatever, or go crazy. But I used to, when I would go to the mental hospital, bro, I would act out because I thought I had like an STD. And like they was like, oh no, you don't have nothing. But it's like, okay, well then why am I having these dreams then? You know what I'm saying? Like about me having something and then voices telling me I have it. You know what I'm saying? But I had went to the doctor or whatever and they told me I was okay. But it's like, I don't know what's going on. I just know that all of this shit started in like 2019. But trying to think of what else happened. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it. Cause I don't know what else. I don't know what else to talk about. Cause that is more things that happened, but that's the only thing I can think of right now. Cause I kind of like summarized everything that happened to me, um, within a long period of time, within 13 minutes. But it's more things that happen. Like I would go to the store, they would play certain music, and I ain't gonna say the name of the artist, but I'm gonna just say they play certain music that they know that like triggers me, you know and I'll be like why is they playing this music, and everywhere I would go, it don't matter. But I'm gonna just say this: the Indians, they don't like me. I don't know why they don't, but I notice like certain different races of people don't like me. I notice like black people, like black men, Indians, white women, white men, like them type of people, they don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like when I'm chilling or whatever, I can hear them talking to me. But I'm gonna go back to the part where I was in the store. So I was in a store, and they would play like a certain artist, and the artist, like would be somebody that I used to listen to, but I don't listen to no more. And I noticed like they were playing, because for me, I used to be into. Well, I'm gonna just say this, like I'm more so like on the emo rock side or what, but I had stopped listening to them because I noticed like why would you support them if they gonna sit up there and like treat you like shit? You know what I'm saying? But it don't have nothing to do with that. If that's the kind of music you listen to and you like, then listen to it. But I noticed whenever I would be at work, they would play certain music to try to target me and single me out. Like I noticed they would play like Nickelback, like some artists like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that I like rock music. But it the whole, you know. But that's the kind of stuff that would happen though. But that's all I gotta say for now. I might make a part two. I don't know, because there's some things that did happen. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna give out too much information. But I'm gonna just say, you know, I am a victim of gang stalking. You know, because they want to isolate me and they don't want me to be in a relationship. They don't want me to be with nobody. They just want me to be by myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I had to say.